Africa is a very diverse continent with diverse people, diverse cultures. And when I eat and taste Zimbabwean food, it feels it's different. It's not the same. I'm an African myself, but I can also experience other African continent cultures and everything. And to such a point that even living and growing up in South Africa, I have not even tested or know what is fully out there in all the other 11 cultures that exist in my own country itself. So there's a lot, to grow in terms of tourism facilitation in Africa as a continent itself. And I think you've given us quite a good perspective, an important perspective to the expectations themselves. So I was engaging with a lady from the Renzo Network, right? One of her assertion was they focus a lot more on the mice, and she feels like we need more advocacy in terms of the people who come to attend the mice eventings, to mix the attractions. Yes. People are tired of going to the museum in Soweto. People are tired of the traditional attractions. But how can we position the visitor experiences in such a way that we are going to mix now the two, the untouched spaces as well as your constitutional hills and all of those things?
What do you see? It has to be intentional, KG. It has to be part of a plan. Big organizations need to agree. And I think that's really where the challenge is.
The policies.
So, and we need that kind of change. And that's why AAVEA is here. Because we are here to bring change.
Yes, I think as you are just speaking, capturing some of the moments, I think it was Mr. Tembile, the CEO of Gauteng Tourism Authority. I think one of the things she highlighted, which has been a very important thing, for me, because I'm born and bred in Soweto, obviously, and to see how South Africa, to make an example, I know we are focused on Africa as a region itself and how we position and market ourselves, but perhaps if you can take this example and just utilize it, to shape our perspectives around tourism conversations. You look at how we brand and sell Soweto itself as a region. Soweto has the biggest township in South Africa. But within the biggest township in South Africa, you find people consuming only 2 experiences, which for me, I feel like it takes away from the experience, as you say, that when people come to Africa, they come, to not only to consume the attractions, but also to consume the experiences.
Correct.
So instead of just going to Soweto to experience Soweto, you must feel Sowetan. And that is one of the unique, identity we have as Africans. When you go to the likes of Kenya, you find the Maasai community. You have to jump.
That's right.
Whether you have a jet lag or something, if you go there, you are forced to jump.
Yes, because it's the culture.
Yes, it's the culture itself.
KG, it's going to take us who are from the township, whose heart is in the township, that are now outside the township, and to come up with strategies to bring the world to the township, because the township has a lot of experiences and education to teach.
I usually say that everyone plays a role, Visitor experiences is something that we all should advocate for. It's something that we all should stand for. Something that we should all, participate and contribute in terms of shaping the overall, destination image and everything. How do you, just in closure, right? In closure, what do you think is one unique tone or voice that we can use to market ourselves as Africa?
Ubuntu. I think that is a big one because it doesn't exist in other continents and in other cultures. In the African culture, you see it in all languages of Africa. Ubuntu is right there in our lifestyle. And so that's why for us, Ubuntu has to do with heritage. It has to do with it's who we are. It has to do with our uniqueness in the world. That's why Jim and Peter, you Africans have something to teach us, to show us. And we really, this journey that we are taking with IAPA is going to do just that. They've recognized it. They're saying, your continent is different, is unique, and you understand it better. And we said, you are right, it is unique. It is different. And what you've done and the strategies you've used in other continents is not going to necessarily work here. So you need to understand what's on the ground. And the truth is that the richness and the diversity of attractions on this continent is really unparalleled, and it's natural.
Well, thank you so much, guys. I think you all can attest that this was a very good session in terms of the interviews itself and the insight from the chairperson of the association itself. I think if you want to hear more of these, continue to follow AAVEA on all digital platforms. Where can people find AAVEA? I know they can go online, go on the website, check what the association is all about, and then associate themselves. I know you guys are going to associate yourselves, but just give us quick links. Where can people find AAVEA?
So AAVEA is on Instagram as AAVEA or Attractions Africa, and we are on Facebook as I think the Association for Visitor Experiences and Attractions, the whole full name.
Yes.
And Twitter, we're very busy on Twitter.
Oh, yes.
With the same name, so AAVEA or Attractions Africa, and I think YouTube as well. Of course, our website is the place that will house everything. And then you can contact us on email, info@aavea.org.za.
So that's info@aavea.org.za. Follow us as we follow AAVEA throughout this journey. Thank you so much, Mrs. Mabuza. I'm very happy to have the pleasure of standing right next to you. You are my personal mentor myself, and I think as a young person, we stand to contribute a lot still in the industry itself. And if you follow people like yourselves, we are in the right leeway, to contribute ourselves better in the industry itself.
Oh,
thank you so much. This is
KG.
Tourism Podcast. Goodbye.
By the way,